Good morning, everyone. All right. So, salam sejahtera and very, very good morning to all the participants here. Okay. So, welcome, everyone. So, today we're going to go through about the female health. Okay. So, before that, all right. Sorry for the changes as made, and usually we will have this session on Friday. So now onwards it will be on Thursday because Friday we are having another group training and so on. So we will forward this to Thursday because we don't want to miss this English version of Q&A sessions and product use and on health awareness as well. So this is very important because a lot of people have been asking. So I don't want to miss this part. So I brought this one. So due to that, maybe many people are not aware. Even some called me and asked me, is that a mistake in the date, or you were wrongly published for tomorrow to today or what? Okay, never mind. Whatever it is, this is quite normal. So we will go right with this. Okay. So the lesser the better it is because you guys can be more focused, can have more time on the Q&A sessions. Please get ready your questions. So this is going to be an awesome session today. Okay. And please keep the chatbot active as well. Okay. And the emojis as well. Okay. Take part in the Zoom session. Okay. So all right. Okay, let's go in. Okay, before that, my name is Dr. Firdaus, being a medical doctor for more than 25 years. And now what practically I'm doing is teaching people and creating a lot of awareness in the public, and because people pretty lost when it comes to food. Even I went for a fitness training, and people's mindset towards food is totally different. And even mindset towards the health is totally different. Okay, when you want to describe what is health and how do you define health, and everybody has their own terms, and you have to look good, and left like muscles, and you have good physiques, you look sexy, yes, they're healthy. But will this kind of figure or this kind of situation will come with us, until when we are 70 or 80 or 90? Will you be able to do dumbbells and push up and trainings and chin ups, this and that, at the age of 60 or 70? You see, for me, for my terminology and how I define health is, okay, health has to come with minimum exercise. That's what I define is, okay. And health is going to come with me until the day I leave this earth, okay, until I die. Okay, that's how the health should come, and absence of disease and everything. Okay, absence of diseases might be a little difficult, but you should manage your disease and overcome, and you should go on like that. Okay, so this is what I ask people. Suddenly in an accident, if you lose two legs or one leg, what's going to happen? So you're going to become unhealthy? No, this is not the scenario. The scenario is health is something that it comes in mind, spirit, the wholesome. Okay, with your thoughts and everything. So this is what I'm doing now. Giving people a proper education. So with what I know, okay, and these are the things that's going on now. Even sometimes when you see some doctors, medical doctors are very unhealthy too. Okay, so because the mind is not really set, or they can't see what is health is all about. And also health has become a very big business. Sports has become a business. Wellness is the biggest industry now. Okay, the fitness is another area. Gym, this, that, everything. Mumbo jumbo stuff is going on. So, but many people not know that our health is in the food, most of it. So let's go in and see what it is all about. Okay, so comes to women often spend so much time helping others, they don't care about themselves. This is very, very true. especially our mom. We see our aunties, uncles, aunties, and you see especially the mothers. Okay, they will work and work and work. They will never take care of themselves. They will never have time. They will buy everything for the whole family, but they will never take care of themselves. This is women is all about. You see, there's so many single mothers working in Malaysia from overseas. Okay, it's all their thing is, they'll work like 2 shift, 3 shift, all the days, no break, but they never take care of themselves. Okay, when the time comes to take care of themselves, then nobody will be there, and the health will be in a bad shape either. Okay, so it's okay to take care and focus on good health. So ladies, okay, and you guys, ma'ams, has to pay a lot of attention on your own health. This is something that very, very important. I always tell. And you see, the golden moment in our life comes after 60. After 60 is where you settle entire your life. Everything is like gone, settled. Then now you have to manage yourself. But you see, you already settled your children, you are married, you have grandchildren, education, this, that, finance, loans, and everything is settled. But that is the time that you are not healthy. Then what they do is they will be managing their disease, hospitals, and taking care of their husbands, and with leg, without leg, with organs, without organs, and so much of problems. Eye vision problem, so much. Okay, for those who are going for dialysis, just imagine Monday, Wednesday, Friday is gone, and the money is one side is drained, and they will get very, very traumatized, emotion, and that death, even the scenario will be so traumatized, and the quality of life is so bad, and this is where the death comes so fast. Okay, so always remember, we should be very, very healthy in the golden age, the golden moment. Okay, that is the couple of years that we're going to sail to end our journey, and that has to be extremely happy journey. Okay, so this is what we really have to focus when it comes to health. Okay, put your mind and everything for the golden moment. That is what you have to do, all your sacrifice now. Women's health is a broad topic. We can talk about a lot of things. The most common things which I've picked up here is 5 common health issues faced by women. Breast cancer is one of the most common. I might go a little fast because we just spoke about this a couple of weeks back due to a month of cancer. Okay, so but we will touch this as well. Breast cancer is the most common in women. 1 million women dies of breast cancer. Awareness of early detection is always the best for any disease. Okay, so do your self-examinations and all this blah blah stuff. Signs of breast cancer. Okay, the signs of basic signaling in the early stage is lump. Okay, always watch out for a lump. Do your self-examination. Nipple discharge, dimpling. Dimpling is something like, you will have a little, dimple, like how you have in your chin, and that's the same dimple there. Breast, nipples, pain, retraction of inversion. The nipples will go inwards in redness, and then obviously skin color will change, lymphatic nodes change in the armpit, the neck, the groin, the whole body also sometimes you can, but most very commonly the surrounding that area. Okay, swollen, definitely if the lump is very big, you will see some deformation, so change of size and all these things. We'll always keep monitoring, not every day, weekly or monthly basis. Stages in cancer comes is the worst stage is always has already spread too much, and early stage is and it's not spread, and just the beginning. The beginning will always be the best option to do treatment. This is some of the photos. This is how the removal of breast cancer. This is how it works. Even there is a lot of worse one than this. Okay, this is how it looks like. Okay, comes to polycystic ovarian syndrome. Okay, polycystic ovarian syndrome is very common now. Even the girls at the age of 16, 18, 15, they are already catching up with this quite aggressively. Okay, they also call it as Pcos, hormonal condition that causes growth in the cyst. Okay, this is practically a growth. All these, you see, what I'm going to teach, give you all the information. Disease come of 2 reasons. One is toxin, and another one is imbalance. Any sort of growth is toxin, which is unwanted chemicals or any kind of things is in the body which is causing this growth or unwanted cell growth to take place. Okay, so PCOS, hormone condition cause growth in the cyst and the ovary. Up to 20% of the women the reproductive age as PCOS. I think even can say now 30 to 40%. The age is very early. Why? Because comes again due to food. Okay. The cyst can be painful and may not be painful, and it will be lead to infertility. Many people nowadays we see they get married and then they cannot have kids. That is so difficult due to one of reason is PCOS is extremely okay. Now everyone PCOS, okay, and this is very common. Okay, if you don't see anybody with PCOS, that is becoming abnormal now. Okay, this polycystic ovarian syndrome is another factor that you really need to know. This fat, the visceral fat, or either you can call abdominal adiposity. Okay, this is where the fats around the abdominal and also around the buttock and all these things. This is adiposity fats tissues. Okay, unwanted bellies fats will become too big. Whenever any woman who have this kind of belly, now with this we can see even anyone in the age of 40, 50, 60, they have very huge belly. When they have this, the total hormonal changes will take place. This is where androgen excess, where you can have a lot of male hormonal imbalances will start to take place, and you'll start to gain weight, and a lot of issues will start to take place. And the ovarian cysts will grow very fast. Even the cancer can take place, and also these cysts in the ovary will start to grow fast. Whenever you have a lot of cysts growing, then it will increase even the testosterone production there. See, the hormonal issues will start to come in. Polycystic ovarian syndrome. Okay, the sign and symptom: excessive or sweating, even at night, even under the aircon, fatigues, always very, very tired, unwanted hair growth, okay, in the face, mustache and all this kind of things, in the leg, okay, they will have a lot of hair growing. And weight gain, this is another common issue. Just recently, I got a video that's saying that in Asia Tenggara, Malaysia is the first obese country. It's nothing to be proud of. It is extremely embarrassed, and we got to really take health and food into a different dimension. Okay, this is very important. A lot of people are just listening, but there is no application. After 1 or 2 days, they just forget about it. Okay, weight gain is the key or opening the first step. Okay, where it goes into opening the door for disease. It can be anything. Okay, just imagine. If anyone who is obese, with an absence of disease, absence of pain or whatever, it is a risk factor. Strictly good to bring it down. Infertility is another major issue. Nowadays we see everywhere infertility. Okay, and this is a big problem. Irregular period, and it comes with extensive pain. It associates with great pain. So this is another issue, irregular period. Sometimes it's too much, sometimes it's too slow and all. Or too less, too little, spotting and all these things. Altered mood swing, very regular, uncontrollable, always have a lot of issues on this mood swing. Poor sleep, okay, and this is the people who have very low abdominal issues. Okay, you have very low enzymes, you have very low colon systems. All this will cause you to have very poor sleep. Okay, this comes to polycystic ovarian syndrome. This is the little anatomy. This is the ovary. This is the uterus, cervix and all. Okay, this is how it looks like. I definitely believe you know about this. You have seen. Okay, so this is where growth will come in the ovary. Okay, so a lot of people have very enlarged ovary with too much polyps until it become to an extent that the ovary will be totally malfunction or cannot be functioning any further. So they will remove the ovary. Okay, and this is how it looks like, little eggs like that, and then it even can convert into cancer. Okay, pelvic inflammatory disease, this is called PID. In another way, this is inflammatory of uterus, fallopian tubes and ovaries. Okay, and this is less transmission of bacteria, vaginal, cervix, even can lead up to cancer. Okay, this is how it looks. A lot of bacteria issues, again, even fungus issues and inflammations will be very, very great. Okay, endometriosis is part of it. Okay, endometriosis is a disease which the tissues similar in the lining of the uterus grow in other places of the body. Okay, the percentage is very high. In fact, nowadays we see a lot of people having this endometriosis. Okay, and the sign and symptoms of endometriosis is very painful menstrual cramp. Okay, you see, generally even a normal period menstrual cycle, you will have pain, but this will be extensive pain. It's like something like, people taking a knife and like, stabbing and that kind of pain. Okay, lower back pain will be very, very heavy, and abdominal bleeding. Okay, and spotting between menstrual period, pain during and after sexual intercourse, painful bowel movement or urination, diarrhea, nausea, bloating. Okay, this is endometriosis. It will keep growing like little nuts. It will be too small, and then it will cover the whole place, and it will cause a lot of complications. Okay, human papillomavirus infection. This is also getting very common now. Those days very rare. We will see this now is very common, and this is very difficult to be treated. Okay, it has to start them on virus, viral modality, and a lot of some acid to spray and all. So it is difficult, and this is also toxin issues, and it also can be categorized as sexual transmitted disease. Okay, HPV, the common sexual transmitted disease, infection caused by symptoms resolving on its own. Okay, this is how it looks like. Okay, and it comes in the mouth, it comes in the hand, even it comes in any part of the body, but very common. It also happens in the private area. This is for men and this is for female. Okay, this is how it will grow, and it grows internally. Internally is extremely painful and unbearable, and will be a lot of bleedings. It is terrible. Okay, menstrual hygiene is very, very important. Okay, people has very less education on this nowadays. Those days, yes, they have given a lot of importance to this, but now the new generations, they do not really care much about this, and there are even people, they are not aware about anything as such. Okay, it's more important for human reproductive system. Poor menstrual hygiene is linked to various kind of infection, reproductive illnesses such as bacterial fungal infection, even this papilloma and all these things. Toxin shock syndrome. Okay, menstrual is a sign of health. When they get a very good menstrual cycle, that shows that woman is healthy. Okay, this is one of the way those days when people know whether you are healthy or not healthy is based on the menstrual cycle, and it will never miss. Okay, the dates will be very correct. The number of days you get these cycles will be very accurate, so it will be so perfect. Nowadays is extremely haywire. Okay, it is never been like correct, and can be like 3 days, 4 days, and very less people have it for 7 days. Okay, it's time we pick up the menstrual cycle issue. Hygiene promote health better, girl and woman. Okay, this is very important. Okay, toxin shock syndrome, high temperature, vomiting, diarrhea. Okay, headache, obesities, redness, eye, back pain, muscle pain, leg pain, palm, your feet of your leg, all these things will pain. high BP, low BP, okay, even sugar will starts to elevate. There is so many other toxin shock syndrome. This is a very common one that you need to watch. This is, if you have this, watch out. If anybody has headache more than 3 times a day, that is considered bad already. Sorry, in a month. In a month you cannot. Sorry, 3 times a year. 3 times a year, not a month or not a day. 3 times a year. You see, nowadays headache is like 1 month, half of the month they have headache, or 20 days they have headache. And even some ask, if you are a human, you must get headache. This is normal. No, there's no such thing. If the graph says, if you have headache more than 3 times a year, you are considered to be very unhealthy. Okay, so you need to check on this. Low libido. Low libido is very common because it's partly on the hormonal issues. Okay, the whole inflammation gets haywire, everything gets haywire, and then the menstrual cycles get haywire. Definitely will be an effect on the low libido. This is a very huge problem nowadays that we are facing in the society, and this is something that not many people will talk about. Okay, lack of sexual desire, this it comes in, and erectile dysfunction for male, and lack of desire for female, even in the very, very young age. Okay, this is regular of estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and all. Why? Because of the food. Okay, the food they are craving and eating and enjoying so much, and this is what is happening. Night sweat sign symptoms. You see, this is very common now. This is part of the menopause, pre-menopause. Now they have so many terminologies: pre-menopause, post-menopause, menopause, and all these things. If you are unhealthy, you are unhealthy. Like people who are fat, they will never call themselves fat. They will say, I'm big size, I'm voluptuous, I'm cute, I am this, I am that. You see, if they accept the fact of the weakness, and they can change. If you are putting a different terminology on all these things, pre-menopause, post-menopause, menopause and all, it may sound good, may sound very nice and all, but do you know that you have to work on that due to your health is in risk? That is the fact. Okay, we are not interested in all these jargon words and things like that. You're unhealthy, please make it healthy. And we have the potential of reversing any condition, any disease. Okay, God has created such a magnificent, awesome system that we need to really run the system very well. Okay, the common system of night sweat, you can see sudden sensation of flushing, adrenal heart, acceleration of heart rate, profuse of sweating, cold, chill, all these issues. Okay, sudden elevation of body temperature. Sometimes some people even will feel hot and this and that. Okay, and this is PMS. Okay, premature syndrome. Okay, this is like post menopause, pre-menopause, as I said. But this is all depends on the estrogen. I've seen even young girls at the age of 30 or 20. Last time we had one case 25. Okay, and a couple of months back I got to know one patient has never had a period until 23. Then I asked her, why did you come for a check now? And she said, because she's going to get married. If I think if she's not going to get married, she will never come. Maybe she will come the age of 30 or 20, whatever. You see, people are so naive and ignorant and not concerned about their health. This is something they should, go for help whenever in the teens. This is very important. But this is what is happening nowadays. Why toxin world? Okay. The food that you're eating, this is what people love. Okay, this is the youth kind of food, and even nowadays the old ones are and eating. You see, sometimes when I go out for shopping or anything, I always, when I pass by this donut shop, I will get into like I've never seen, something, I'll keep looking at the restaurant and the donut, and I'll see the people, what kind of people and who are buying, and what are the size of the donuts they're buying, how big ones they're buying. Oh my goodness. I tell you, sometimes you get a shock or you feel so scared. Once I got to know the statistic of WHO in another 7 years, okay, 70% of the world population is going to be cancer and 90% is going to be diabetic. And that is extremely true. Maybe it might even happen in another 5 years. Okay. But thank God today COVID has came in and done a very beautiful reset for now, that people are giving extra thoughts on health. This is something really good. People are now very careful and they want to be healthy. They want to boost the immune system. And they also don't want to spend unnecessarily on this kind of food. But still, there is the minorities, going in for this kind of thing. This is extremely dangerous. Okay, the coloring, the preservative, the sugar, okay, that you're having in all this food, it is so dangerous. And then the flour-based food, the gluten, all this stuff. Okay, gluten is not good. Gluten-free is equally same with gluten. If you want to eat something which is gluten-free, better eat with gluten. Okay. Even the process of where they are eliminating the gluten from the bread and from the flour, that is more dangerous than gluten. So if you want to risk, give a shot once in a while, go for the gluten. There's nothing wrong. Okay, this is very important. You got to know this. Okay, doesn't mean the labels has to be correct. They have a lot of techniques to hide things in the labeling, and this is all legal. Okay. And these people will go for a lot of trainings, and they know how to do this, and they know how to hide, and they know how to put it too small. And now vision is another major issue, that people have to use magnifying glass to read all these things. So you will not read. So you'll only see the big signage in the sense canola. Okay, wow. Okay, avocado, this and that, all these mumbo jumbo stuffs. Yes, there is canola. How many percent? Maybe 2%. The rest, God knows. This kind of issues. So don't never get trapped into this. All this food comes with extensive amount of estrogen and progesterone. And estrogen and progesterone cause you a lot of craving towards sweet stuffs and this kind of cakes and all these things. You see? So this is where the fat people always have a lot of craving for food, and they get sort of like addiction. This kind of addiction is so difficult to change and to take them out. Sugar especially can give you the same addiction as cocaine or heroin. This research has been done. Okay, that is where the food industry is pumping in the sugar into all the food, and they are catching up with the sales. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and all these big companies, and they have many more. Okay, there's a lot of hidden sugars in the food, Cocoa Crunch, and all these stuffs. Okay, so how Dxn can help you? Okay, see, Dxn is a very important factor here, and I highly recommend as a medical doctor. It has helped me, it has helped my family, and also it has been helping so many people that I'm recommending. It is not a mode of treatment. We are not giving you any kind of treatment for your cyst or fibroid or this and that, by using Dxn products. No, Dxn products is a food. It is not an replacement of your treatment what you're going to the hospital. Okay, whatever you're going to the hospital, if you need to do any treatment, you need to take some medication, that is your own jurisdiction, and that is what the doctors will guide you to do. But when you are sick, when you are seeking for attention of a good medical advice, obviously nutrition is fundamental role there, and you need to have a good food. So you'll come back and do a lot of salads, this and that and all, right? So this is where the Dxn comes in, gives you abundance nutrition, which is a superfood, we call it. So especially the spirulina. The spirulina has more than 370 essential nutrition, is very highly therapeutical level, and it works from the cellular level. And then comes the Ganoderma. Ganoderma is extremely mind-blowing stuff, that anyone have access to this Ganoderma. you has to be the blessed one. That's all I'll say. Why I'm saying that is, there's so many doctors in India, they claim that attain your divinity through Dxn, through Ganoderma. Because Ganoderma, 5,000 years, 3,000 years back, only accessible or added by emperors. Why? It is so precious, so powerful, and nobody else, the publics, can eat Ganoderma. If they were to do that, they will be slaughtered to death. They'll cut them, they'll hang them or something like that. And now this company has done extensive research, especially Dr. Lim Seojin has done research for past 10 years, and he has made the Ganoderma accessible to us in all form, in coffee, in massage oil, so many ways. And early morning when you get up, you have to face this Ganoderma. That's the first thing. You brush your teeth, it's in your toothpaste, shampoo, soaps. Isn't it wonderful? Okay. Then you have your coffee, you have your tea, you have your beverage. This is Ganoderma. So every day have your access with Ganoderma. You see, while I'm talking now, this is my night, concussion, which I'm drinking. This is also content of Ganoderma, and I can't see that is in the label. Okay, you see, but it's in a 40-point bottle. So this is what I'm drinking now. You see, early morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and this is what you do. So integrate these Dxn products into your life, that all the disease will be corrected. By who? By your body. Feed your body with a good nutrition. You see, your body is divided by two. Okay, one is your body, which is the whole set of the system. Another one is the soul, which is the mind. So nutrition is needed by your cells, by your body. The soul needs a good thought, good mind, good sense, and the rest. So do a lot of good things by having a tranquil mind, and this will, with the good nutrition, you will boom. Okay, you see, the problem with this human being is so funny. They would like to learn, but they don't want to change. They would like to know, but they don't want to apply. So progress is all about living happily. You see, so this is very important. So many years has come, so many years is gone. So what is the progress? If you are in the same place as the same person, you are not been progressing in any way. So do something. If you really want to be healthy, work on it. Just not by listening to audio, listening to media, and watching people doing it. That is not going to bring you any single effort. You have to get into the field. You have to get into action to transform. Human being has every capabilities of transforming and attain your goal, whatever it is. So start with something small. At least start with something, reading a book this 2022. So if you're not going to do anything, for past 2 years, COVID has done the beautiful reset globally. I had enjoyed the 2 years, okay? And this past 2 years is where I was extremely busy. But that is where you cannot go out. A lot of things for me to learn and unlearn. So life is all about learning and unlearning. So you go somewhere, you go in as an empty glass, an empty bottle. You fill back everything. Then you do dissect the whole thing. We exactly like the recycle, like the basi buro. You pick up everything, you come back, you segregate, you take the best, throw the worst. Okay, so life is all about transforming. So open the door for the change. You deserve to be healthy, you deserve to be happy, but just don't sit in the same place and say that I am not deserve. You are deserve. Okay, you can do the changes as how you want. Comes to quality, I'm not going to talk much because Dxn is 30 years old company. Establishment, product availability is more than 270 countries. That is mind blowing. And 75 countries, more than 75 countries, they have offices, they have setups there, and 12 more countries, they have factory. And who are we to ask about the quality? Never mind. You see the TGA, Therapeutic Good Manufacturing of Administration of Australia, and that Dxn has it. And in comes to food manufacturing companies, Malaysia-based food manufacturing companies, I think Dxn is the only one who has this certified company of TGA Australia. And then comes all the ISO 14001 and international certification, halal and all, everything's there. We are almost in the 70% of the continent, Europe, USA, Australia. This is good enough. If you can go to any of this country, you are considered you conquered the whole world. Why? Because Dxn has never been to all these places and asked any of the governments that they want. The human, the public, they want Dxn. Why? The power of the products is an essential goods that people want. I opened a place, valid stockist in Somali. Dxn never went there. Dxn don't even know anything in Somali. But the member in Somali came and told me, I heard about this product and we Somalians need this. Many Somalians are dying due to this. Cancer, this and that. Medical tourism, they are flooded here. Before this MCO, COVID and all, a lot of people come here for treatment. And cancer is the biggest problem. And all the other things as well. So then after a period of time, we started, and now officially we have in Argesia, we have Dxn stockists. This is how it just boomed all over the world. Now in 270 over countries, we have Dxn products. I've got to know my geography better after coming to Dxn. I know how the flags looks like. Before that, when you look at the Somalians, we only know they are, starvation, and they're very poor, and they're very thin, and they don't have food. That's all we know. Because we only see the Somali people, in that. Then I came to know, so many. Uganda, this and that. Our next year anniversary will be the 30th anniversary. That's where we will meet again. Every 5 years once we'll meet all this, all over the world in Malaysia. That will happen again. So comes to this, there's nothing much. So thank you for watching, and let's go to the Q&A sessions. If you all have any questions, please put in the chat box. Or we don't have many people here. Good. So please put up your hand so we can chit chat after this. All right. Okay, don't be shy. Okay, please come out. Less people. Pon Yusnida, please unmute yourself, Pon.
Okay. Hello, Doctor.
Hi, Pon. How are you doing? Long time never dengar kabar.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, actually today you're discussing about women health. Anyway,
Yes, right.
before I ask my question, I just want to share. I got this premenopause problem last year, where I was admitted to the hospital due to my low hemoglobin. So, and after that, I realized that how important is having good nutrition to actually help us to give nutrition to all ourselves. Because I think by that time I had a prolonged period for nearly a month. So that's why I did all the checkup. They say it's just a premenopause problem. So I took up a lot of spirulina and Morinzi, definitely with RGGL, but it does help to balance up all my problems. I mean, having this, it means I don't have this night flashes and so on, but I am very glad. I'm very glad it solved my problem on that, Doctor.
Yeah,
so I would just like to share with all the ladies out there. So, I have actually recommended to a lot of my friends who's having all these premenopause problems, especially when they are like 50s onwards. Yeah, Doctor?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And okay, the question that I want to ask actually, I think about a month ago, okay, actually my nearly a whole of my family we got COVID, you know. So but the symptoms are quite mild for us. But the problem is with me because maybe I'm a little bit like anxiety and with my hormonal problems and everything. So I developed this gastritis, maybe due to not having proper eating and so it makes so what happened was it makes me feel as though uh, it's hard to breathe because you had the nose blocked and your what you call stomach is bloated. But if I check my oximeter, it's still at 99%. So I would want to ask doctor, I mean, can you elaborate what actually happened, I mean, during those times? And it took me like quite long for me to overcome that. Now I'm recovering I'm taking a lot of Morinzi and enzyme because I think I also have this hormone problems also, I guess so. So can you elaborate, doctor?
Okay, all right. Thank you, Upon. Okay, it's a very, very fantastic question and very powerful question. This, and you see, and it's going to take a little long for me to answer the whole thing. Okay, I guess we have a lot of time today. Not many people. I don't think we'll have many questions also today. Okay, so I'll put your hand down also in case you wants to or I will keep the floor. You can unmute yourself. Please unmute and mute back. Okay, you manage it yourself. Okay, I'll leave it to you all. Okay, all right. This is a very, very good question. Okay, I'll tell you all this. Listen carefully. Okay, see, now in the current situation, we are no longer eating for good health. We are eating for die fast. Okay, remember that. Okay, why I'm telling that is every single bite that you're making, okay, or the single food on the plate is extremely, okay, inflammatory and dangerous food. And this is what everybody is eating, okay. But the science says, or the doctors or the dietitian are quoting, and these are the good food. So remember, especially toast bread, flour mixed food, macaroni, pasta, spaghettis, Quaker oats, and all this is so much inflammatory food and comes with milk and all this high, low milk, high this calcium, that calcium, and all this rubbish. And also Milo, Nescafes, and so much of things. I can easily say, but 90%. And all the good food is been downgraded due to unhealthy, so-called, by these experts out there who not really knowing what they're doing, or maybe they know, maybe they don't know. That is not the issue. So due to this, so a lot of people, when they come and tell that we got COVID, and I know 101% the person who gets COVID, or they have a lot of health issues after the vaccination, these are the people who have very poor immunity issues. So whenever your immune system is request to increase the immunity, the first hub has to work very hard is the stomach, is the small intestine. Do not blame the vaccination. A lot of people are blaming the vaccination. Oh, because of the vaccination, I'm having this, I'm having that. That is not the issue. The issue is you are weak. You fail the exam, blame yourself. So we are keeping our immunity very low because we having a very poor microbiome, guts, probiotic issues, good bacteria, everything is depleted in our digestive system. So why the food is wrong? And then the SOB, okay, the breathing difficulties comes when you have very poor stomach. You need to know the exogenous reflex of the human system. We also spoke about this in our organotherapy, but many people are not really paying attention, or maybe they forget about it. It's okay. Never mind. You can go and find about it. You see, the meridian of this whole part, if you're having any weakness in the heart, and that meridian is from the small intestine. When you're having any weakness in the lungs, and the meridian is your large intestine. So there are three organs which will be very highly responsible when it comes to immune system. First is the stomach. Second, the first one is the small intestine. The second is the stomach, and then comes your large intestine. So they are very powerful. They need transmitting, eliminating toxins, and absorbing in the nutrition. So when these areas are weak, and the system needs to run fast because you've been vaccinated, you need to improve the vaccine issues. So you already get contaminated or either get infected with this virus. So what will happen is you need high. So that is where you see the common sign and symptoms where people will come and tell when they get exposure to this particular virus: body pain. Why? Stomach weak. Your stomach is connected with the entire muscle system. So they will have extensive loss of energy, cannot move. So bad. Yes, you need to rest. Why? You are weak. And then comes the digestive system. Diarrhea. Why? The body is quickly calibrating and doing a lot of things to flush out the unwanted toxins and try to push back the immune system. And even at this point of time, there's some people are taking toast breads and drinking milk and doing some juicing techniques and all these things. Always remember, our great doctors is the body. The second great doctors is our ancestors, our great grandmothers, grandfather. They had the best ideas and therapists which applied those days. If you have access to that, is good. If not, try to remember what you did in the old age, in the young age, and that will be the best module. Using all is not good. Okay, so this is what happens to Puan Yusnida. So the immune system is being attacked. Okay, where the immune system been suddenly faster, and then definitely is like suffocating and increase. That's why always I tell all our DXNS people, be careful with food. Yes, you are taking good nutrition, you are taking this, taking that. Please improve on the quality of food, make it very pure, very good, 90, 80% play with good stuff, 20% you have leverage on it. A lot of people think that we have DXN, yet we can keep dumping in a lot of bad things. No, every single bite is killing the cells inside. You see what is happening in the whole, in a very simple sum up, I tell you, the cells is been damaged. Okay, every single is been damaged, and the system epigenetic side is losing the memory and the strength of reproducing back the blueprint. The blueprint is losing its mind in a way, like its memory. So that's where comes the chromosome, the DNA, and all. So after a period of time, if you can slow this down, if you can manage the epigenetic side, you can take care of them so that the memory is good. They can duplicate, they can rebuild the cells. All the cells is reproducible by the system. But what is happening? After a period of time, the cells have been extensively damaged, the nerves is damaged, the muscles is damaged, the neurons is damaged, every single cell has been damaged, and the body has lost the blueprint and to reproduce back the damaged cells. And this is where the aging comes in, the immune system drops, and death comes then. Okay, so what you need for all this is a good, beautiful nutrition that you can never find out anywhere, but you can find in DXN. I have seen this. I tell you one example. What happened was, just went for a fitness training course, and they were carrying some weights and all. Suddenly this one guy stack it up, the deadlift, and he was carrying like 120 kilo. Okay, pom, pom, pom. During my training days, I used to do 250 deadlift. Okay, 5 reps to 7 reps. Okay, I've done that. But I've never do that for 10 years, 10 to 12 years. I'm off training. I just do my walking and the normal routine stuffs. Okay. But my mind told me that I can do maybe 1 or 2. So I told my body that let's do 2 and see. Okay. When that just take 2, so light and so easy. Boom, boom, 2. Everyone got shocked. Hey, look, this guy, 52 years old. They're all the young ones cannot do. Why? It's not because I'm on X training, this and that. No. The food which I add has given and still a consistency in my body. The consistency, remember, so I'm using the word, the consistency of maintaining the same endurance level. That is important. That is important. You may dance now for 1 hour. Make sure you dance the same when you're 60, when you're 70, when you're 80. That's called healthy. If you can go for a hiking, you can go for a ride. Make sure you can do that when you're 80, when you're 90. That is called happiness and health. So maintain it, consistency. That is very important. So what we need to feed the most precious food. Treat the body as the best of the best. And this is the temple in that the soul living in. And the soul has to live in a very precious, beautiful house and so clean. And the organs are so functionable. And, inside, you just close your eyes and you see, the liver is so beautiful. The lungs is so beautiful and everything. The blood is running so, wow. And this is what we want. And we are responsible to maintain that. And the body is given that, how the system works, that is given by God. Okay, but we are over, betraying it with the extensive useless food that we have that is contaminated, and the colon is blocked, and the deviations is only out. The transcolon doesn't look like transcolon, it looks like a lorry ran over colon, and everything is damaged. And how do you expect the body to function? And insulin resistance comes in, the sugar flush out, and so much of issues. So this is where the body is losing its blueprint. The epigenetic is where. Now we are doing a lot of measurement on epigenetics. The people have been talking about it many years back. Read about it. And this epigenetic re-engineering, the Dxn products can do. That is what it's been doing. The Ganoderma, RG, GL, Spirulina, Cordyceps, okay? The enzymes, there's more than 20,000 types of enzymes in the body, in the gut. But we are not even taking one enzyme. You see, now what she's doing, she immediately stopped everything and trying to pump back up. And now she feels better, good. So that's why 95% I keep my food very clean. I never even give a shot. My favorite is chocolates, cake, and very nice ice creams. Okay, if it is the best of the best, yes, I will love it. But very rare you can see me eating roti canai and toast bread and no. My body is very expensive for that. I may go on starving, okay? Even on the training, they give spaghetti, people like, wow, today got spaghetti. And then another day they give sandwich, one guy had a lot of sandwich. He said, wow, today at least they gave us sandwich. And I was like, and I'm a student there, I just can't talk much, you see, just quiet and listening and then nodding my head. And I went and find rice in a different place, the canteen there. Now I can find what I want, you see. But we have to be very careful. So we work, we learn from lessons. So I think now as Pon Yusnida will never ever do mistakes again. After this, you're going to be superb healthy, and
Hello, hello, doctor.
yes,
Actually, I just want to share, during the COVID, because I'm the one who's always cooking at home.
yeah,
So when the one who's supposed to cook at home can't cook, so we've been getting all these grab thing, all these grab food and everything, and it's spicy and everything. So I guess that's what actually make it worse. And I really agree with what you're saying about all these food things and everything. And also, due to that, when I develop these gastritis things, and then I get worried. So then I understand also our body also will produce these acid things that actually will make my gastric get worse. So,
yes,
yeah, so I mean, that's what happened to me, and I understand. So now it's like getting to get and eat clean back, after because during those time I couldn't cook. So you can imagine the whole house, So, so that's what happened to me, lah. I just want to tell you. Oh my
good,
God.
good, good. At least that the incident has really given you
Yeah,
fantastic
really,
lesson.
really, because it's very hard to get good food outside, and usually
Yes,
I will always
very
cook,
true. Yeah,
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 that's right. Oh my
very,
God.
very
Okay,
true,
I
very
mean,
true.
yeah,
That's
that's right.
why I know when we go out, sometimes when I go to the restaurants, especially the mama shops, oh my goodness, you cannot order anything. You cannot order anything. Everything is a problem there. You order a fish fried, the fish will come red color or orange color. They will put in
That's right. That's
colors.
right.
Yeah, they will put in colors and all this stuff. So what I do normally when I go to this kind of place, I will get some tairu, yogurt, and then I'll
Mm,
get some rasam and ask him to fry one egg, okay, and put
okay,
some
okay.
chili and all these things, one or two egg, and then I'll eat with that, with papadam and all. They will look, as though this one pathetic fella came here, so kadukot, don't want to order mutton, chicken. They will
Yeah.
keep staring
Yes.
at me, saying,
Yeah, and I guess all the foods outside they add a lot of sauces like ketchup, chili
so
sauce,
much.
all those things that actually is
Yes,
actually very acidic base.
yes,
So that's what
very,
happened,
very,
I think,
very.
along the way.
Yeah.
That's right.
The street burgers, the mayonnaise, the Thousand Island, the ketchups, the chili sauce, they all are made with chemicals without a single chili. You see the 5 liter bottles, they can sell it for about 3 to 4 ringgits. Okay. This is
Yeah,
where in
yeah.
the restaurants they leave it on all the tables free. You can even take the whole bottle and go back also, they will never ask you. Okay, you can eat the whole sauce. Why you need all this sauce when you eat rice? Practically when the rice tastes so horrible, then you need this extra stuff to make it a bit. So if you can make the beautiful fried rice, I tell you, I used to do fried rice. You can do a very rich fried rice also. You can do a very you know bad fried rice also. So this all depends on what we put. Even one of our in India, our members give us some idea. They use richelium powder or RG powder on the rice. They take hot rice, they put some coconut, and then they put sprinkle spirulina and RG, and then they mix. They eat, and they said it's very nice. So we can do a lot of things, keep trying with the good stuff. And this is where the enzymes helps us a lot. Okay. The codipine, the lignopine, and all this you can,
Yes.
can make salads with it. You see. So it's a lot of good things you can put in, mix, and also that's why if you ask me, what product treat what and what product treat this and that, the lifestyle change is the most important here. That's why even a lot of my friends in that training, they ask me, doctor, one guy practically met me after a period of time, and then he asked me, doctor, you are totally different. I got a heart pain. I feel like difficult, uncomfortable. Can you guide me? And he came. I told him, and lifestyle change is very important. Stop what you are eating. Is you are eating too much of inflammatory stuff. His breakfast is bread, toast bread, and then milk, and then teh tarik, and all these things. So I said, this is so bad. This is really bad, and this will make you a cardiac patient, heart attack. So please come out of this. So this way I introduced the coffees to him, the spirulina to him, and we start him on a small health module. Okay, because food is something that not everybody can change immediately. Slowly, gradually, and then you should have a target for you. Okay. Yes, Pon?
Yeah, I just want to share.
Yes,
After
please go
having
ahead.
all this problem thing, you know what? I've actually substitute all my sauces, all these things, to lemon tea. I mean, lemon tea and vinaigrette honey. Because if you want to do like what you call bihun goreng, you can add in like a tomato fruit, and then you put in lemon tea, and you put in vinaigrette honey, so you don't have to use the tomato ketchup and chili sauce, even with the sweet sour, the sambal sotong, sambal and everything. So now my lemon tea is like, it's like my multi-purpose seasoning to substitute for all the sauces.
Wow,
But
this is a very new
yeah,
idea. Thank you so much. I will do
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Because for example, if you want to you're talking about bihun goreng, then
Yes,
usually
yes.
people would like, yeah, but actually it tastes nicer, and then you put the vinaigrette honey there. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
it really tastes nice. Should try.
Wow,
Okay,
that's
that's that.
fantastic. Thank you so much for a great
Okay,
sharing.
and anyway, doctor, thanks for the explanation, because I understand. But yeah, in certain times when you are sick and you don't have anyone to be
Yes,
around, so that's what happened to me lah, actually.
no
But
problem. Anything, just give me
yeah.
a message or give me a call. No problem.
Okay,
Okay,
okay. So
okay.
anyway,
Thank you. Yeah,
thanks
yeah,
everything. Okay,
yeah.
goodbye.
And also poria is very very good. How does poria work is, you see, we have product called poria, and this poria, I tell you, it is a super product. Okay, and many people think that poria works as diuretic, as Lasix. No, it doesn't work in that way. Okay, a lot of therapists in DXN, they give poria because the leg swollen. You see, the leg swollen, they give poria, and then they said, no, the swollen never come down. How come? No. It is not like that. Okay, poria is a water regulator. Okay, it regulates the water. In human system, water is stored in the lungs. Okay, the lungs. And how does it rotate? It rotates through your bowel, your intestine, the small intestine, the large intestine, and then it rotates, and then it comes through your kidney, and then it goes to the cell, and then it goes to the lungs and well. This is how the water is being distributed. Okay, so you can see the arteries, the whole anatomy. Okay, I spoke about that quite some time back. And when you breathe in, you breathe out, the blood will go into the oxygen chamber, that is our lungs, and then the water also will be taken from there, and then it will transport in that way. It doesn't matter how it goes, but the most important thing is what poria does is it regulates the water. Okay, so when it gives you a better movement, upper body and lower body, and it will start to drain out lymphatic systems as well. So this will really gives you a very good ecosystem, a balanced system in the urine. Okay, it is very important. Okay, but not necessary that you should taking it every day. No, it is not necessary. Okay, you see, in DXN products, the most important that you need to take every day is RGGL spirulina. This is like a rice. Okay, and like a water. You drink water every day, you eat rice every day. Okay, it's like that. The other products you can take occasionally, like like alternate days. You can skip it up, like 1 week 2 times, this one week 3 times, that one week. That's up to you. Okay, or you can take in a very small dose. we have Poria powder. What I do is, always I put 1 scoop of Poria powder into my shake. Okay, so I'll just add that, add this, just keep adding in, like, you do some kind of, beverage at home, you keep adding in. You see, I love ice cream. Okay, so 1 scoop of ice cream, what I do, one scoop round, it looks like, like a golf ball, a little bigger than the golf ball. And then I will put codipine. I put some roselle, everything, like, one spoon on top of it, and then spirulina, sprinkle, and then I will eat. And then sometimes I put Poria powder, RG powder, and then I'll mix and take. Okay, that's once in a while. But most of the time, I'll add all this into my yogurt. Then I'll mix and eat. Okay, and it also tastes like ice cream. Okay, that I do most of the time. Okay, so all nutritional food, the end of the day, it also gives you a good feeling, the tongue, the feeling, the taste, that's nice. And also it feeds the cell with a superb nutritional quality nutrition there, you see. But only for our eye and our taste, we feel like, we can identify, wow, it's biryani, wow, it's laksa, this and that. But once it goes in, it's nutrition. Once it goes in, it's nutrition. Okay, so anyone wants to ask any question, please, or any sharing? Oh yeah, Shamini. Okay, Madam Shamini, please speak.
Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, and you are looking very smart today. You see, all the
Thank you.
Dxn
Thank
product
you.
is really good. I just wanted to know that as per my medical report, I have no problems at all, but there's only one small blood pressure medicine which I've been taking from last maybe 10 years, because in one of the pre-opening hotel, I was working for 42 hours and 58 hours without any sleep. And that is the time I fell sick. And the doctor told me, you take this. So I took that, and he told me not to stop. But my blood pressure is totally normal. And but I have to take that because he said that since you started it, it is Nevigard H. You have to take it. Now, I want to understand that last 3-4 months I had been taking RGGL, noni juice, then spirulina, then I had took all the coffee, lemon-Z, and also I took black cumin and ashwagandha. So
Okay.
now I need to understand that if I need to take for my rest of my life, I was deciding that I should be taking RGGL and spirulina on a regular basis.
Yes.
Then what do you think? How many tablets should I be taking every day?
Okay. And you wants to off the hypertension medication, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. How long you been taking the hypertension medication?
I've been taking from 10 years and it is normal as it is. And but when I go to US, my blood pressure is low. So I start eating chocolate at that time. But
Because that you makes you happy. That's why.
yeah, I basically happy-go-lucky type of person. I don't take any baggage, don't give stress to anybody,
Wow,
So
that's
it
and fantastic, fantastic.
that work related and it gets over at that time only. I don't want to harm anybody. That's the kind of thing I've been doing all my life.
Wow.
So I so I just want to know, because I had been taking one time what I do, I take 2 RG, 2 GL, 2 spirulina, and once a day I'm taking. So before I was to take 3 times. Then I said that okay, before sleeping I will take this, or I will take early morning, empty stomach I take this, because I take other things also, like very normal, which is a homemade remedy, like those fennel seed, asafoetida, then there's some cumin, all that, and honey and lemon water.
What
you know
what time do you get up in the morning?
I get up at 5:30 in the morning.
Wow. When you walk, how do you feel? Any pain on your both your legs? Anything? No.
Nothing, nowhere, no pain except my knee. In
Mm.
2009, I had an arthroscopic surgery because
Okay.
it was a long-standing, job, my job. And doctor told me that you go for a knee replacement, but I didn't go for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel much better now. I do my exercises. I get up at 6 until 8:30. I do my yoga and meditation, and now I've joined that Shunya meditation, so I do that also in the morning in that group from 6 to 7. I just enjoy the group over there. So and then I carry on with my own schedule. So they asked me to go for a surgery, and my company told me, no, you have to go for it. So I came to Delhi, and I tried all the doctors, and over there it just seemed that they're sitting like a hawk, to catch me and operate me. I said nothing doing. I have to get away from their clutches. So I even went to a lot of doctors in army, and I told them that, look here, I can bend my knee, I can do everything, I can walk. It's only that when I overstress myself, then I get the inner part of the knee, not the whole thing. The inner part gets stressed.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is still there a little bit, but I don't want to go for a surgery as such. uh, and I feel that I will be able to carry on.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay. You. It looks like you got a very good, powerful mindset there. Okay.
Yeah.
What I'll advise you is take as more RGGL as you can. Okay. And take some
Okay.
ghee, coconut, and all this is good. Morinji take more. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what you do is on the these are the things, and then DXN more coffee and all this you do. Okay. So
Yes.
the hypertension medication, you can taper it down slowly. Eventually, you can offer, but keep a very controlled record on your pressure. See what is the elevation. After the days that you don't take and all that. Strictly monitor. Okay. But if you are
Mm.
taking in a very small dose, I don't think it will be a very dangerous thing. Okay. But this side,
Okay.
what you do is you can stop medication. I've stopped so many people as make them medicine free. Even remember my tech line, I says, from medication, I bring them to meditation. Okay.
Right.
And I even have patients, 416 patients are very healthy without single diabetic and hypertension medication. So they all have been taking like 8 to 9 or 12 types of medicines, and now they have been very healthy. They have off their medications. Okay. But provided they have to be very disciplined on the other areas, that they have to really turn the clock around and work on rebuilding back the system. Okay. If they are on the
Okay.
both side, they are very lazy and that kind of people, yes, the medicines will support them. There are some people they cannot. They will tell us very frankly. They say, "No, doctor, I don't want to do all this. I better take the medicine." Okay, fine. That is also good that people can take on medication. There's another group will say like what you said. No, doctor, I'm willing to do anything. That I don't want this and I want a better this one. So tell me what to do. And then these are the champions that we can work with. So you are doing everything good. So keep the maidas away. Don't drink milk. Don't take sugary stuffs. Keep it for the best of the best, cake or
In fact,
laddu. Yeah.
in, in fact, I have stopped sugar totally, but then I find my Dxn coffee and the lemon tea, it has sugar, you know.
That is okay.
So
Okay, that is
that is
okay.
okay.
Yeah, that is fine. You see, I drink easily about 7 to 12 coffee per day. That's my
Okay.
coffee range. Even just now I showed the bottle. This contains of 2 packet of black coffee and one lemon
Okay.
tea, codipa, this, that, and everything is mixed. It tastes okay for me. Then I'm just drinking it slowly. And after this, I'm gonna drink a couple of a glass of water, and then go to bed late at around 12. You see, so what you're doing is very good. So just increase the RG and GL, make it like 6 per day, 6 RG, 6 GL, like 10 to 12 or 20 spirulina. Spirulina is something that you need a lot. Okay, I take about
Okay.
50 spirulina. Even my small one, the 2 years old is taking 20 spirulina. Okay,
In a day?
in
In
a
one
day.
day?
She takes for the whole day. She will be eating spirulina. Okay.
Like a
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah, because when I give her, when the mother give her one spirulina, she don't like. She throw it. She will get very angry. You must give, one cap. Then she will say, Then she'll munch. Then she'll come for the second round, third round, like that. They eat. But spirulina is something that I notice 1, 2, all is not enough. Okay.
Okay.
Even there's so many people after listening to my talk, they have upgraded the range of spirulina, or they said, wow, doctor, so good, I feel so much better. Yes, because we are in a very, very dangerous world that we are surrounded with poisons and toxins, and our cells are so much damaged. So they need a lot of attention. So we can only give this all by nutrition. So the best is spirulina. Don't spend so much money on buying vegetables outside there. They all are totally out. So some say, what fruits can eat? No, I say don't eat fruits. Fruits is not fruits now. What vegetable to eat? I say you don't eat vegetables also. So that's the time they will look me so weird, they will see like, what kind of fellow is this? Because the problem is the vegetables are so much contaminated and it comes with chemical. And we are removing chemical when we're adding in chemical. So what I buy is I just buy 1 or 2 simple vegetables. Okay. You see, I buy carrot. How many carrots I use in a 1 month? Like 3 or 4 carrot. This is how. We're very, very little. Just a little bit grade into some salads and all. That's it. Okay. I'm not eating carrots to live healthy, to eyesight all good. No. I don't want that. I have my spirulina. I take 50 spirulina per day. Okay. So morning before my training, before my walking and all, I take spirulina. And then after I come back, I take spirulina. Then afternoon, I'm watching TV or anything. If I'm doing any class training, I take spirulina. So I just add every time into my food. I don't like count and eat like tablets because that is my food. Okay. So just now I found a new park near my place, went for a spin there and then came back, and then now I add all this into this. There's also a little spirulina there. You see, so this is how it goes. So I take around 40 to 50 spirulina, I could say. So change like this, add everything into powders and everything, have it at home, you see, and this will really gives you a lot of change. And then once you feel the confidence in you, then start to taper the hypertension medication down and then go on alternate days and then gradually goodbye to that. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, there's one question from Madhu. Okay, Madam Madhu, good morning. I have ear problem. I'm not hearing very well and my both ears had operated. 1 year replaced new bone. I'm using Ganoderma water therapy using RG drop. Okay, ma'am, it's very simple because you already done some modification in the ears. So never mind, whatever it's done is done. So what you do, increase the RGGL spirulina. Keep away from maida, okay, and water. When you're thirsty, you drink water and increase your coffee intake. Increase your coffee intake, not reduce your coffee intake, increase your coffee intake, okay. So all this will balance back, and then you have to improve the quality of your kidney, okay, and your food. Okay, the food is so much important, and you work on all this. What will happen is, if there is any problem in the hearing, the muscle, okay, and the nerves and tendons and all this needs to rebuild. Do some sunya meditation and send a lot of signals of healing to that areas in the body. Okay, so this you do like an extra module. Okay, and definitely there will be a lot of changes there. That's for sure. Okay, so you're already feeding in the nutrition. Give some power of thoughts and to the cells. Communicate with them. Okay, this is so powerful. Okay, and that is the tapping the Atma. Okay, so in Sunya therapy, just follow whatever they're teaching, and that really helps you. Okay, so this is very important. Okay. Okay, and I read somebody said they love roti chana. Roti chana is a poison. Okay, if you love yourself, you don't eat. If you eat roti chana, if you love roti chana more than yourself, go for it. If you love yourself, don't eat roti chana. Okay, that's what I'll say. Okay, it is for me once in a year also I don't eat. Okay, thank you, Nigmatia. Oh, very, very good. Yeah. Okay. That's fantastic, ma'am. I really wish, definitely you'll get some very good results. Increase the spirulina. Normally is 20 to 30 pieces per day is best. Okay. RG6, GL6 or more is much better. Okay. All right. Okay. And there's one Danish question. He's dizzy. What causes dizziness? Mostly comes of stomach. Take away wheat and maida from your food. If you have a habit of drinking beverages which is extremely dangerous, such as Milo, Nescafe, coffees, the commercial coffees out there. I've never seen much coffees out there which is good. Okay, always we have very bad coffees. Okay, but I'm not a coffee lover, but I came to Dxn, then I learned about coffee. Now I drink a lot of coffee. In Dxn coffees is called caffeine is 0.06. So it is very, very low caffeine. Why? Because nobody likes to drink one coffee per day. Everybody goes drink 3, 4, 5 coffees. All right. So drink Dxn coffee more. And we have a lot of different types of coffee. So enjoy all the coffees. All the coffees are beautiful, I tell you. And then now we're increasing the version of tea. Wow, that is also nice. Sometimes you get confused, don't know which one to drink. All taste good. So I have a coffee bar at home. So it depends which one I want. I drink this. But the common one I drink is lemon tea, Vita Cafe, and black coffee. Okay. Dizziness is due to stomach weakness. Fix your stomach, fix your food. Increase the Dxn products, your dizziness will be rectified. Okay, I think we finished. Anything I missed? Nothing. All right. Okay, guys, I think we're going to wind it up. So, thank you so much for everybody for every single one of taking part in this today's session. So, always remember, human has unlimited capacity and there is no limit. Okay, so it's all whether you want to do it or you don't want to do it. Okay, making a good habit is difficult, but following is easy. Making a bad habit, it is so easy but difficult to follow. Okay, it's always the vice versa, right? So make something really good and try to follow it, and definitely you will find it. And change your mind, and that is everything in the mind. Okay, go for it, work for it. Okay, life is all about progressing, and you need to move on to different progressing. Anything, pick up anything for this 2022. Make something extraordinary than 2022. Make something extra than yesterday. Okay, progress. Read a book. Yesterday you read one page, today you read one page. Tomorrow you read another page. Keep reading, keep doing something that is different than before. You need to develop. Okay, we cannot be stuck there. If you want to be healthy, work on it. If you want to be handsome, work on it. You want to be anything. You want to be rich, work on it. The problem is a lot of people are not putting enough effort into what? They are just stuck with a lot of things. Give an elevation, give a wake-up call to yourself. Okay, we are still in January. Time is not an issue. All right? Realize, open, give the key to change. You need to change. It's all in your hand. Once you accept the changes, okay, list down all your weakness, and then one by one knock it off. If you fear of talking to people, start smiling at everyone, you will break it. You can, but that's all you think you cannot do it. If you like you cannot hear, you can hear. Who say cannot? Don't listen to whatever people say. Focus. Give the attention that, wow, day by day you will increase. Human, it is extremely powerful. Go to the limit, break it. Definitely you guys can do it. Okay, I've done so much, lot of things, learn, read, listen to so many audios in YouTubes they have about this. Listen to that. All that will really gives you a mind-blowing thought and ideas and how to develop. Okay, but make sure we are not the same person as yesterday and for last year. Tomorrow is going to be home. Okay, soon you're all going to see a different kind of Zoom session from February. Stay tuned, then you will see something different. Okay, so there's what is this? Our diabetic patient can have Lindsay 3-in-1. Definitely can. Okay, good morning. Oh, it's valuable explanation. Yes, all the coffees can. Our coffees are very safe. The sugar content is very low. Cut the sugar on other areas, not the Dxn beverages. Dxn beverages, we use sugarcane food graded sugar, which is very, very, very small quantity. Okay, stop your maida, stop your roti canai, stop your noodles and all. You save a lot of sugar there. Okay, sugar is crucial, essential to human system, the cell. If you don't have sugar, you don't have oxygen, we die first. So how can sugar be bad? There are too many sugars are coming in everything. So cut the sugar on the others. Enjoy your coffee. So see you all on other sessions. So bye-bye, everybody. So thank you so much for today. We had awesome days with you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again.